Back with you here at Haynes and Carolyn Hills Stadium at Lynn Cottrell Park, historic Dahlonega, Georgia. It's warmed up a good bit since the beginning of game number 1. Now we're here, game number 2. Emerson Miller is at the plate. She's got a 3-1 count. It's Delaney Heberlin starting in the ring for the Nighthawks. At first base is Sophie Mooney. At second is Hannah Forehand. Short is Maddie Perry. Third is Gracie Mixon. That one is in full count now for Emerson Miller. Left field is Jolie Lester. Center field is Sydney Blair. And right field is Mariah Wicker. If you're just joining us, the Nighthawks won game 1. Score of 9-0. One's fly out. From Emerson Miller, and now it'll bring up Addison Sturdivant. Ball one there. That pitch outside, ball 2. That one's grounded to Heberlin. Fielded and thrown, out number 2. Nighthawks continuing to make quick work of these West Georgia Wolves. Game 1, Nighthawks got going quick. And in the first inning of the last game, the Wolves recorded their only hit. Won't be the case this time, as that's a fly out. Out number 3. So that'll take us to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. You are watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you here in the bottom of the first. Jolie Lester leading off for the Nighthawks. On the mound for the Wolves is Katie Morris. Behind the plate is Lauren McElwaney. At first is Rayana Jank. Second is Emma Helton. Shortstop is Madison Vandergriff. Third baseman for the Wolves is Emerson Miller. In left, we have Chandler Mevis. Center field is Zakyla Boyd again. And in right is Addison Sturdivant. Base. Out number 1 there is Jolie Lester. Hit that one to the first baseman. Still looking for her first hit of the day. She got a lot of action towards the end of last game over in left field. Collecting all 3 outs in the top of the 5th, which would eventually end the game. So maybe a little bit of struggle getting the bat going for Jolie Lester today, but a Gold Glove performance from her so far. This is Maddie Perry. With all ones. A ball, a strike, and an out. Bunt is foul. Be 1-2. Ball 2 there. That one's hit shallow into left. Left fielder Chandler Mevis falls to her knees but makes the grab. Now up to bat will be Sophie Mooney. She had a base hit, 2 base hits, and 2 runs scored. She got to tap home plate twice in the previous game. She'll likely be hoping to do that a few more times this game. Strike 1 there. One and one for Sophie Mooney. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. That one's lined on the left field line. It's going to be down for a base hit. Nighthawks are in business in the bottom of first with 2 outs. And now Hannah Forehand will be up to the plate. She had a 2-run homer just barely over the left field wall in game 1. That was what really energized the Nighthawks for the rest of the game. Gave them a 2-0 lead, the bottom of the first. And it was all Nighthawks from there offensively. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Counts 2-0. Inside there, 3-0. Runner takes. And that was Sophie Mooney taking second base. Decided to try and make things a little bit easier for Hannah Forehand. Ooh. Inside there, and that's a 4-pitch walk for Hannah forehand. So now Olivia Sinkfield step up to the plate. She walked in her first at bat in the first game and then had 2 more base hits following that. 2 outs for here, though. Chopped over the third baseman. That's going to drop. And this time around, she'll have a base hit and an RBI. So her first RBI of the day comes in game 2. And it gives the Nighthawks a 1-0 lead. So now Sydney Blair will come up and try and do the same. Bunt attempt there, hits the home plate, goes foul. That ball's high, 1-1. That one's fouled up into the top of the net. Barely stayed in. Just be 1-2. Keep the inning alive here. Low and away, ball 2. Moore sets and delivers. And Blair's going to foul this one off. That one's lined to short. It's going to be out number 3. The Wolves retire the Nighthawks, but not before the Nighthawks put one on the board. We'll be back for the top of the second. You're watching the Nighthawks Sports Network.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
Back with you here. It's the top of the second. Designated player Cadence Hardison is at the plate. Hardison pitched 2 1/3 innings. Gave up a couple of runs. She'll fly out there into right. Any pop flying to right is almost never going to survive. Mariah Wicker is far too fast to let that ball get to the ground. So now to be Chandler Mevis, who watches strike 1. One and one for Mevis. Outside there, 2 and 1. Inside there, 3 and 1. Heberlin just needs to get right in between those two pitches. It'll be strike 2. Fouled away there, full count. 1 out for the Nighthawks. That one's lined into center. It'll be out number 2. Really have to place hits well against the Nighthawks defense because they don't make mistakes and they're fast. So now it'll be Madison Vandergriff up to the plate. Had 2 flyouts, one in the second, one in the 5th of game 1. She's down 0-1 quickly. One and one now. Fouled off, 1 and 2. Heberlin delivers. This one's fouled up to second, and it'll be out number 3. That'll be the end of the inning for the Wolves. We'll be right back. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here, it's Mariah Wicker who's going to be leading off the inning for the Nighthawks. Tries to bunt there, but it's foul. And one foul down the left field line. Nearly hit the bag. Would have been fair if it did. Had it been fair, it would have been at least a double. Mariah Wicker, known for her speed. Came in numerous times last season to pinch run. Also a big reason why she plays in the outfield. Good eye there. 1-2 for Wicker. Inside there, 2-2. The 2-2 delivery. Outside, 3-2. That one's hit far into left center. It's going to be over. Mariah Wicker hits a home run. Known for her speed, don't forget about her power. Huge hit there, and the Nighthawks are up 2-0. A leadoff home run for Mariah Wicker. That one went over left center to the upper deck out there. Her pavilion. Just right of the 210 marker. So now Georgia Blair will step in. She's already up 1-0. She lines this one into left. It'll be out number 1. 1-0 now for Gracie Mixon. Two-oh. That one's hit up. Good effort there from Lauren McElwaney, the catcher, to find that one in the sun. Now Jolie Lester will step up. Still looking for her first hit today. Just put the bat on the ball just about every time. Just hasn't found a gap yet. Foul just left of the bleachers there. Be 1-1 now. Lines that one into left center, and fortunately for Jolie, she'll still be looking for that first hit today. The Wolves get out of the inning, but not before Mariah Wicker slams one into left center. Scores 2-0. We'll be right back with you. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here. It's Emma Helton leading off the inning for the Wolves, rather. This one's hit into center. Center fielder Sydney Blair won't be able to get there. It was just over the infield line. And that'll be the first base hit of the afternoon, or of this game, rather, for the Wolves. Also put an end to Heberlin's no-hitter. Actually puts an end to the perfect game, too. That one's over for a strike. Might have been low, but McElwaney was opting for a bunt. Maybe didn't pull it back in time. One and one for McElwaney. One's fouled left. And the Wolves dugout chanted for their coach to get out of the way. It's heating up here. Haynes and Harlan Kill Stadium. Clouds have almost entirely dissipated. And all the viewers can see it and feel it. That one's the third, and the double play is there in time. Not what you want if you're a Wolves fan there. They had something going there. Had a base runner with potential to score with only one out, or with no outs, actually. And instead, Zakila Boyd will come up to the plate with nobody on. Mariah Wicker could not quite get to that line drive into right. Fast as she is. The throw was good too, but Zakila Boyd was able to beat it out. Zakila Boyd wanted to go, had the jump, hesitated, and Georgia Blair throws her back to first. Boyd does get the steal that time. Two and one now for Emerson Miller. Boyd on second. This one's hit deep into right field, and it's going to get down. Wicker bare hands it to get it in. Almost gets Miller at second, but is unsuccessful, and the Wolves have their first run of the day now. 3 base hits in the inning. They've got a runner on second, 1 run on the board, and 2 outs. That pitch in, strike 1. That one over, ball 1. The throw is going to be in time. Runner could not complete steal to third base. So it'll be out number 3. And we'll take a break. Score is UNG 2, West Georgia 1. We'll be right back with you. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waltonco.com.
Back with you here, it's Maddie Perry up. Nighthawks gave up 1 in the top of the 3rd. Maddie Perry bunts and is safe. Great job there. Sophie Mooney, base hit in the 1st inning. Throw's not going to be in time. Maddie Perry's going to take 2nd. Hannah forehand on deck. This one's fouled over. One and one. Fouled again, 1 and 2. Outside there, 2 and 2. Nick Elwaney walks it out to get Perry back to 2nd. This one's hit to 3rd. They're going to hold Perry at 2nd. Mooney's going to be out at 1st. And now Hannah forehand will come up to the plate. Stealing. Throw is in time. And now No runners are on. There's 2 outs for the Nighthawks. So now Hannah Forehand's got to get on base for the Nighthawks. And that one's in, strike 1. So one's fouled back, 1-2. Currently 74 degrees in Dahlonega. Sun is out. And so is Hannah Forehand. So that's all for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the second, or bottom of the third, rather. Take a break. We'll be right back with you in a moment. You're watching softball action on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here, it's Addison Sturdivant at the plate. Still Heberlin on the mound. Back with you here is the bottom of the 4th inning. Olivia Sinkfield's going to be stepping in to lead off the Nighthawks. Should have base hit and an RBI in the first. Got the Nighthawks going. Checks there. Ball is low and outside. Same thing there, 2-0. popped up the third baseline there. It'll be out number 1. And now Sydney Blair will step in. Slap it to third there. Can't quite beat the tag. Or the throw. Rather. And that'll be out number 2 for the Nighthawks. Mariah Wicker stands in. Last time she had a home run. Watches that one in the dirt. Ad pitch well outside, 2-0. Comes another one outside, 3-0. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that Wolves defense might be a little scared of Mariah after the absolute bomb she hit into left center. And they'll give her a 4-pitch walk. Not much of an improvement there. Letting her get on the bases rather than just letting her go on a trip around them. Georgia Blair stepping up to the plate. Wicker steals, safe at second. Nighthawk fans know that all too well. Two outs for the Nighthawks. Blair going to try and at least get Wicker in here. That ball took a crazy bounce on the cement behind the Wolves' bullpen. Bounced back into play. They'll toss that ball back to Katie Morris in the ring, seeing if she wants to use it or not. She elects to. Counts 1-1. And it's going to be ball 2 for Georgia Blair. Fouled off there, 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2-2, 2 outs and a runner on second. Delivery. This one's popped into center. A mistake there from Zakila Boyd out in center, and it's going to be a double and an RBI. Misjudged the trajectory of that ball And it's going to cost the Wolves a run. Boyd took a couple of steps forward. Didn't realize that was going to be over her. Had to try and backtrack. New score here is 3-1, favoring the Nighthawks. Count now 1-0 for Gracie Mixon. Fouls that one to third, barely stays fair, and they'll get her at first for out number 3. That'll be the end of the fourth, but not before the Nighthawks can put one up. We'll take a break and be right back with you. It'll be the Nighthawks taking the field. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Moore's Lumber and Hardware has proudly served the homeowners and pro contractors of North Georgia since 1946. Located in Dahlonega, our covered drive-through lumber yard provides customers with both quality products and services. Rains Grading, a licensed excavating contractor located in Lumpkin County, provides both commercial and residential grading, hauling, and paving to the North Georgia area.
Good news, Nighthawk fans. We're up 3-1. Still Heberlin on the mound, or in the ring, rather. It'll be number 13, Chandler Mevis, up to bat. Heberlin delivers. Inside there, ball 1. Two and 0 now. Sinkfield gathers that one in play, and a good job there. Makes it an easy out. So now Madison Vandergrift will step up. One out for the Nighthawks. Bunt attempt there is pulled back. Ball was in the dirt. A high ball there, high line drive, just out of shortstop Maddie Perry's reach. Almost a great play there. would have been ESPN worthy if she had been able to get her glove all the way onto that one. Instead, it was tipped up. Jolie Lester and Sydney Blair came in to save the day from the outfield. Keep it at just a base hit. Bunt attempt here is fouled into the net. Wolves trying to advance the runner into scoring position. Only down 2 this time. Last game, nearing the bottom of the 4th, they were down, or the top of the 5th, they were down 9-0, so lots major improvement there from the Wolves' perspective. Oh, 2 for Emma Helton. That one gets away. Sinkfield's throw to second was a little bit off there. Got into the outfield. And that'll be another run for the Wolves. Be listed as an error on the Nighthawks. So the new score is 3-2. Still favoring the Nighthawks. That ball fouled away. Two now for Emma Helton. She hits this one into shallow center. It's going to get down for a base hit. And the West Georgia Wolves are starting to come alive here in Game 2. Coach Davenport's going to want to talk about this one with the infield. Calm the nerves. Tell them all to shake off that error and just get back to business. Start doing them again. And it looks like be a pinch hitter for the Wolves. That's number 5, Emma Bailey. She's down 0-1. Tries to bunt again this time. And they're going to say the throw to second is not in time. So that'll go down likely as a base hit. And now number 4 is Zakayla Boyd. It's going to come up. Try and tie this game up or take the lead for the Wolves. Elects not to swing there at strike 1. A bunt there. Throw to first will be in time, so it'll be out number 2. Runners will advance to second and third. And we'll go back to the top of the order, where Emerson Miller will be waiting. I think that'll be the end of the day for Delaney Heberlin. Pitching substitution. We'll be right back while the new pitcher warms up.
Now pitching for our Nighthawks, number 20, Sophie Mooney.
This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you here, a couple of changes. Now pitching for the Nighthawks is going to be number 20, Sophie Moon, previously playing first base. So now Olivia Sinkfield will come into play first base. She was previously the designated player. Two and one now for Emerson Miller. Fouled off there, 2-2. Deuces are wild, 2-2, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Two teams hoping for very different outcomes from this at-bat. From this pitch, even. Full count now. Sophie Mooney gets set and delivers. Strike 3. That'll be the end of the inning. So the Nighthawks are going to escape with minimal damage. They'll keep the lead, 3-2. They'll be up to bat, hoping to answer in just a moment. We'll be right back. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
Back with you here. Jolie Lester's going to come up to the plate here against a new pitcher for the Wolves. It's number 19, Macy Ann McKnight. She'll watch the first pitch, ball one. Fouls that one off, 1-1. Nighthawks looking to pad their lead a bit. Line hit there to second. Jolie Lester's going to be out.
Number 14, Maddie Perry.
Now number 14, Maddie Perry will step up. Shoot a base hit to lead off the third. She had a base hit and reached on an error in the first game. Any way to get on base is a good way. Watches that one outside. This will be 2-0. That one in for a strike, 2-1. Three and one now. Here comes the pitch. Fouled. No one's going to be able to get to it, thankfully for Maddie Perry. Should be looking to straighten that one out, maybe put a little bit more distance on it. Ball four there, and she'll get on to first base. Maddie Perry escapes the full count with a walk. And now Sophie Mooney Put a base hit in the first. It's going to be looking to get at least that, maybe a little bit more this time. One and 0 for Sophie Mooney. That one in the dirt. 2-0 now for Sophie Mooney. Just came in to pitch the top half of the previous inning after a run was scored on an error. Fouls that one off there to meet the ball early. One's grounded to third. Throw gets away at second. It's going to go all the way into the outfield. So Maddie Perry will score. Sophie Mooney is in at third. So now Hannah Forehand will come up to the plate. That'll be listed as an error on the Wolves defense. Hannah Forehand shows bunt. Pulls it back and watches strike one. And Coach Davenport wants to go to the lineup card. Bring Sophie Mooney off of third base for number 25. That is Madison Cosgrove, who will be coming in. Outside there. 1-1, 1 out. It'll be the end of the inning, though, as number 7, that was Madison Simmons, could not get a base hit. Take a moment while the Wolves get ready to hit. Heading into the top of the 6th, you're watching softball action on the Nighthawk Sports Network. 2-2 there. Dives at the bag, not able to get it. Be out number 1. Nighthawks moving in the right direction.
Now batting number 22, RJ Yankee.
That one fouled off. It's Rayanna Jenks standing in. She fouls that one down the left field line. She'll be down 0-2 quickly. Strike 3 swinging there. Be out number 2 for the Nighthawks. The Wolves are going to have 4 outs left to try and find at least 3 runs. Cadence Hardison up 1-0. Two and 0 now for Cadence Hardison. Two and 1 now for Cadence Hardison. Later this evening, women's basketball taking on Augusta. Senior night for them. And then with an opportunity to clinch the regular season champion title is the men's team when they play Augusta. First and second in the conference. A win for the Nighthawks will clinch. Number 1 seed for the conference tournament, I believe. That one's fouled off. Of course, we'll have action for both those games right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Women's basketball scheduled for 5:30. Men's basketball scheduled for 7:30, or the conclusion, 30 minutes after the conclusion of women's basketball game. That one's fouled off. 2 and 2 for Cadence Hardison. Does not have a hit yet this game. Had a walk in the first game, but nothing else since. And the count's going to run full. Full count delivery from Mooney. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be out number 3, and we'll be right back with you. You're on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here. Number 11, Mariah Wicker is about to stand in. Let's see if she can get another home run. She has a home run and a walk to her name right now. Pulls back the bunt there. It should be ball 1. That one's not over the plate. Ball 2. Excuse me. That one is over. Strike 1. Another strike there. 2-2. Fouled off there. Strong hit there into left center, or right center, sorry. And Mariah Wicker is going to be standing at second.
Batting number 71, Georgia Blair.
Georgia Blair has a 1-1 count now after that foul ball. Mariah Wicker still at second. Wouldn't be too surprised if she stole third. Georgia Blair is going to be walked. And now there's Wicker on second, Blair on first, and Mixon at the plate. And Mick Elwaney is going to go out and talk to Macy and McKnight. No outs, so they definitely want to talk this one over. The game is still manageable for the Wolves. They have 3 outs to get 3 runs. Certainly a tall task, but it's a lot better than potentially having to get 5 or 6. Bunt attempt is laid off there. Maybe 1-0. McKnight delivers. Mixon's bunt bounces up and hits her in fair territory, so that's going to be an out. But she still accomplishes the task of advancing the runners. Sorry, no, she does not. They do not advance the runners for that. So now Jolie Lester will stand in, looking to advance the runners, I guess, now. Maybe score Wicker. Anything into the outfield would likely do that. A line shot there past the pitcher is going to get into the outfield. Wicker's going to go for home, and number 22, Rayana Jank, is going to cut that one off. So Jolie Lester gets her first base hit of the day, and it's also going to be an RBI to make it a 4-run ball game. Now Maddie Perry walked in her last at bat. Base hit before that. And a ball 1 now. That one not over the plate through the zone, so 2-0. Another one outside, 3-0. Strike 1 in, 3-1. So now Maddie Perry will likely have the green light. Foul there. Full count now. Nighthawks looking to pour on some runs. It's grounded to second. Not fielded well. Nobody will be out, and Georgia Blair will score.
Now batting number 20, Sophie Mooney.
So now Sophie Mooney doing it all will step in. That ball in the dirt. Foul away there, 1-1. Wind picking up a little bit. It seems coming from behind the press box, or behind home plate, out into the field of play, a little bit towards the left side. Strike there, make the count 2-2. That one fouled off. 2-2 will come again. Mooney turns on this one. It goes to short. Double play throw is not in time. They'll get the out at second, but Sophie's going to get to second. And I believe that was Maddie Perry who just came across home plate. So now the score will be 8-2. Nighthawks have 2 outs. Hannah forehand shows bunt. One and one for forehand. Turns and fouls that one. 1-2. And forehands hit right there.
Number 44, Olivia Sinkfield.
And now Sinkfield will step up to the plate. One and 0 for Sinkfield. Plate umpire says she went. 1-1. Olivia swings and misses there. 1-2. Again, your score is 8-2, favoring the Nighthawks. 2-2 for Sinkfield. That one fouled down the left field line. Still 2-2. 2 outs and 2 runners on. Deuces wild. That one's grounded to third. Smart job, smart play there to go to first. Be out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. Be right back with you. The Nighthawks try to close this one out. You're watching softball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. This will be number 13, Chandler Mevis stepping in. The Wolves have 3 outs to score 6 runs. Force extras. Just say Mooney took too long to throw there, I guess. Maybe not. Yes, so pitching time penalty, I guess, will make the count 1-1. And no call there. Guess it'll be 2-1. This one's grounded in fair territory. Good job there from Sinkfield to keep it in. It'll be out number 1. Or I guess it won't be. She had a foot in and a foot out. So they're going to say it was foul, I guess. So instead, the count will be 1-2. Will still be Mevis at the plate. And now it'll be 2-2. Count runs full. Payoff pitch. Fouled. Full count still. Mooney will be sending the payoff pitch in here. And it'll be a walk. Now number 12, Madison Vandergriff was stepping in. She had a base hit and then scored on an error later on when she hesitated to steal. That went in for a strike, 0-1. Throw not quite in time. So runner will advance to second. The count will be 2-1. Three and 1, and Georgia Blair wants to go and talk to Sophie Mooney about it. Probably just reminding Mooney, you're up big. No reason to panic, even with a runner on base. Let your defense do the work for you. They've been good today. That one's popped into right. It's going to drop. Wicker bare hands it. And that'll be an extra base hit and an RBI for Madison Vandergriff. Still no outs for the Nighthawks. A runner on second. Scores 8-3. Now Emma Helton steps in. For the Wolves, she's going to try and keep it going. They still need 5 to force an 8th inning. 6 to win. Well, 6 to take the lead, and then they'll have to hold the Nighthawks in the bottom of the 7th. And one of the assistant coaches is going to come out and talk to the infield. 1-0 count. Again, no need to panic here if you're the Nighthawks. Just stay down, calm, and go back to work. Done a great job for 11 innings of play today. No need to panic now. Again, ended the first game in 5 innings with a 9-0 win. looking for another win here. It would be 11 in a row for the Nighthawks. Pinch runner, excuse me, is coming on for the Wolves. It's number 1. Isabella Pinto. That one in, strike 1. 1-1 now for Emma Helton. That one goes directly back to Mooney, and they're going to get Isabella Pinto at third. So that'll go down as a fielder's choice for Emma Helton's at bat. Be out number 1. Setback there for the Wolves. It's Lauren McElwaney now at the plate, number 23. That one's grounded back to Mooney again. Double play is in time. That's going to be the ball game. So the Nighthawks are going to win this one 8-3. Taking both games of the doubleheader today. That's going to be all from me. But tune in just about an hour and a half, give or take, because women's basketball will be right back here. And following that will be men's basketball this evening versus Augusta. I'm Cooper Wow, and on behalf of the NSN crew, we thank you for joining us. Look forward to seeing you later this evening. Have a good day.
Me. Live from the Convocation Center here on the campus of the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega. Nighthawk basketball is on the air. And good evening, everyone. Alongside Lee Glenn, the Nighthawk Sports Network team, I'm Craig Corbin. Glad you could be with us for the first half of this doubleheader. It is Augusta taking on North Georgia, a battle in the top tier of the Peachy Belt Conference.
Yeah, It's weird, Craig. So, like, when you think about the season, the kind of 30,000-foot view of the season, this game tonight, Saturday afternoon in Aiken, and however many PBC tournament games we're going to play, anywhere from 1 to 3, are all mission critical to obviously PBC standings in the PBC tournament, but to NCAA selection. And it's just, these games are going to be put into just a blender of pressure as to how important they are. Reflect back to January when you think those games just don't matter. They all add up at the end and put us in a situation here within the Peach Belt Conference women's side where about 6 teams are fighting to not only position themselves for the league tournament, which will be next week, beginning next week in Americus at Georgia Southwestern, but we're all still to some degree control a piece of our own destiny as it relates to positioning with NCAA selection.
Consistency has been a challenge of late. The last time out, though, the Nighthawks with a big win, 87-59 over Columbus State on Saturday. So glad that everyone has joined us tonight. Should be a great one. We will step aside when we come back. Starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
The mountains are open.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Back courtside here at the Convocation Center, an important day in any season, and that's Senior Day. A chance to recognize the players who are wrapping up their regular season careers here in North Georgia. There you see at midcourt Josie Earnhardt. She was preceded with the presentation to Nia Lutz. And Lee, I know that from your perspective, it's something that really is a highlight to any season.
Yeah, and I think with these two especially, Craig, it should be noted that they bleed North Georgia, but they're also both transfers.
Right.
And I think that speaks to the culture and character of your team when young ladies maybe not spend 4 or 5 years here, but come and whatever time they are here, Nia's 1 year, 3 or 4 for Josie, or 2 or 3 for Josie, and are extremely invested in what the program stands for. That's just another feather in the cap of buying into a larger something bigger than yourself.
No doubt. Time now for the North Georgia Health Systems starting lineup here tonight. First for the Jaguars of Augusta University under head coach Celeste Stewart, the interim head coach. They'll be starting number 1, Monet Florence. Number 3, Kiera Howard. Number 5, Autumn Phillips. Number 12, Tamaya Alford. And number 24, Kennedy Manning. The Jaguars in a 3-way tie for second place in the Peach Belt Conference at 10-6 in Peach Belt play. They are 17-9 overall. Now for the Nighthawks of UNG under head coach Buffy Burson. The Nighthawks all alone in 5th place at 9-7, 4 games back of conference leader Georgia Southwestern. They'll be starting Nia Lutz, Kaylee Sticker, number 3, number 21, Josie Earnhardt, number 24, Caroline Martin, and number 32, Kayla Massip. Again, the Nighthawks under head coach Buffy Burson. And the Nighthawks in their home white tonight. Good crowd already on hand. The pep band seems to be in just about postseason form.
I think so. It's 2 ways to look at it, Craig. Most likely the last time the ladies will play in the building this year.
Right.
And then the men playing for an opportunity to potentially extend to more basketball here in the Convocation Center. But regardless, that pep band has definitely been a feather in our cap as to how much they can impact the game.
Well said. It'll be Kayla Massip in the center jump circle. And she will be going up against Kennedy Manning, 6'1" senior from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Ball's in the air, and the tip is controlled by Caroline Martin. My goodness, that was quite the exhibition, sort of like volleyball to start with. Earnhardt for 3! And that's the way you start on senior night.
That's a lot of work to win the tip. Kayla jumped one time to win it. Caroline had to jump 3 or 4 to get possession of the loose ball there. But rhythm 3 from Josie Earnhardt is always a win for us.
Basket inside, and it's 3-2. North Georgia with the lead and the ball. Martin across midcourt. One would expect this to be just as tough a game as it was the first time they met in Augusta. The feed down low on the block to Massip, knocked out of bounds, last touched by Kayla. Over to the Jaguars.
Augusta's a really good team. They are just kind of earning their way into PBC respect after kind of being in the bottom third of play over the last couple years. But they are one of those teams that not only I think can beat you on any given night, but can also get into the NCAA tournament.
Offensive rebound. Earnhardt takes it to the foul line. Martin for 3. It's up. It is no good. Massip with another offensive board. The feed to Sticker. Straightaway 3 would not fall, but an offensive follow and the bucket for Nia Lutz.
don't see us shoot 3 consecutive catch-and-shoot rhythm threes and miss. You got to think that a team can shoot 33% is going to make at least one, but those are 3 really good looks at it. But at the end of the day, the possession is punctuated by Kayla Massett playing with high energy and going and chasing down an extra possession.
Turnover, and that gives it to North Georgia. You talk about the Jaguars. They've won 4 in a row, 5 of the last 7. Massett gets tangled up. That's going to be a foul on Manning, and watch that closely. She, of course, leading either the leading scorer or a fraction of a point per game out of that top spot for Augusta at 13 a game. 5-2 your score. North Georgia the feed to Sticker. Bounce pass to Massa. Back. Kaylee. Shot is up and good.
Nice inside out. Kayla didn't really look at the rim, but quick touch got right back out to the passer.
Drive. The shot is up. No good. A host of Nighthawks there to corral it. Martin works top of the key to Earnhardt. In the corner. Lutz back. She'll drive. That shot partially blocked. It'll be out of bounds and stay North Georgia ball. Early on, you get the feeling that this is a postseason game.
Well, I think carryover from Columbus State. You can also, I think, early here in this possession, and we're not even to the first media of the first quarter, you can really sense a little bit better urgency offensively from North Georgia. We're not waiting until late in the shot clock when it's necessary to score like now.
That shot off the mark, no good. Rebound snared for the Jaguars by Tamaya Alford. Jaguars with the ball trailing by 6. A 3 straight away is no good. Rebound to Sticker. Kaylee will bring it up, zips the pass, cross court. Lutz back to Martin. We played 3 minutes and it's 8-2 North Georgia. Earnhardt leaves it for Martin. Shot clock at 9. Caroline, nothing doing there. Tries again. Bounce pass to Sticker. Fakes. Shoots. Oh, it would not go. That rattled around about 3 times.
That is a growing shot that she's learning to find, is the pass fake into a 3, especially against a jumpy defense. Can get you that extra space that you need to get into your rhythm of your jump shot. And so that last possession, you don't really see 3s bang around that much before they don't fall. Yeah. But just the pass fake got that defender leaning and allowed her to catch and shoot.
That was an interesting transition. Once she came up with a steal, but behind the back dribble, it wound up being a pass to Earnhardt. Josie to Kaylee. Works the right side, off balance shot, no good. And here come the Jaguars with numbers in the corner, all alone for 3. The shot is up and good, and give that one to Autumn Phillips.
Yeah, you got to, at this level, this stage in the game, you got to expect players to make unguarded 3s, and right there is a scenario where we did not really match up in transition defensively.
Lutz tries to wrap around that shot. Had it blocked out of bounds.
I think we're going to get a foul here from the sideline official.
And it is a foul, and that will go as the second team foul on the Jaguars and send Naya to the line. Carly Fahey checking in for the first time. Carly in for Kaylee. Naya on the season, 67% at the line. Gets the first. And the second. 10-5 your score.
Love the change of pace defense here. That was first 6 possessions we played man. Now we're going to show them a 1-3-1.
Three from the wing, no good from Florence, and that's going to be another foul on the Jaguars. And that will go against Autumn Phillips. Martin with the ball. And the Nighthawks looking to extend their lead. Martin thought about a three. Instead, boy, heavy defense. Bounce pass to Kayla. In traffic, shot up, good, and the foul. Kayla came to play tonight.
As I think she does every night, just sometimes she gets evaluated against a three-time All-American, right, that's played in front of her. So she has played to the ceiling of her potential.
Timeout on the floor, 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's a 7-point lead. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clearmont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
The Nighthawks have gotten out of the blocks well this evening and own a 7-point lead. That's the largest in the game to this point. Exactly 5 minutes remaining in quarter number one. Which means we're exactly halfway through the quarter.
On the nose. Used to be when media timeouts came out that couldn't happen until after the below had to be below 5.
That's a change I don't mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Foul shot would not fall, and it stays 12-5. And a whistle away from the ball, and that will go on Lutz.
That's a chucking the cutter is what coaches call that. And I think in February when you're playing for a championship, chucking the cutter should be allowed.
Mid-range jumper will go and give that to Autumn Phillips. It's 12-7. You know, talking about quarters, do you ever see the men's game, since they're the only ones that
I know that there's a conversation about it. Analytics say that it shortens the game.
Beautiful feed and bucket for Massip.
Don't know where I see that exactly, how it shortens the game, but that's what the analytics say.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm for it.
Backdoor cut, shot is up. Would not go. Offensive board, though, in the basket. And that makes it 14-9. I'm scratching my head on that because I don't know that I would.
I don't know either.
And that's going to be palming.
That's how the game is played at the professional level, so there's got to be some justification behind it.
Just curious. Jaguars with the ball, 3:33 to go here in quarter number one. Wide open, the shot from Phillips. Three-pointer no good, but an offensive board again. This time by Kiera Howard. In the ball game, Yamani Paul lost the handle. That's Paul, a junior from Norcross.
Great footwork from Kayla Massip right there.
Lead pass for Kayla. Shot is good.
She did a good job of moving her feet defensively on the last possession, and then using her dribble to get around and get her shoulders past the defender there. So Kayla, as we mentioned before, the media timeout, and right here with a steal, playing with a purpose today.
I'll tell you what.
Look at this.
I was going to say inspired, but the turnover there out on the top, bounce pass, and an easy bucket on the 2-on-1 break.
Man, had we been able to just make that simple pass, that's a layup there, because Kayla had not only stolen the basketball, but beat her man on the rim run.
Yep.
That's disheartening there for a young lady to work that hard and not be able to connect with her.
Well, it's a 4-point swing. That is a 4-point swing. Sticker coming in for Earnhardt. And Blackstock checking in for the first time tonight for Lutz. (16-11) your score. Alford, guarded by Blackstock. Ball knocked free, and they're going to call a foul as Jemani Paul hit the floor. Paul, a transfer from Kennesaw State. .208 to go in quarter number one. Jaguars have it. Shot clock at 10. The drive off balance shot, no good. Kayla Massap with the board
in traffic.
Sticker fakes the three. Boy, a lot of reach in defending tonight. Fahey with the ball, works to the left. Now back. Martin in the corner. Three-pointer would not go. Sticker nearly came up with a steal. They're going to call a jump ball. And I agree. I think that might have been a travel.
Perhaps had possession before she went to the floor. Good offensive action from North Georgia there. Unfortunately, the three from Caroline on the kick-out pass, the pass had a little bit extra mustard to it.
Yeah.
And she had to receive it at her knees.
Yeah.
And so they're just out of rhythm on the catch.
Just a little off. Front rim, back rim. Nice defense here by the Nighthawks. Shot clock down to 10. Ball knocked free. Jaguars keep it. Fullwood. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's North Georgia. That was as nice a defensive effort as the Nighthawks have had tonight.
Again, both ends, offensively and defensively, you're seeing just a little bit more investment on expending energy. And I think in order to be able to do that, there's got to be a level of trust. So if I'm going to go out and pressure the basketball or try for a steal, I've got to trust that my teammates behind me are going to have are going to rotate.
A turnover there and a bucket at the other end makes it 16-13. Livy to Carly, calls the play. Difference of 13 seconds in the shot clock and the game clock. Blackwood drives baseline and stepped on it. That's about 3 possessions in a row that the Nighthawks have come up empty.
Yeah, there should be a rule that whenever you pass it, receive a pass from a tight area of the court, you shouldn't be able to drive right back into that spot.
Right.
And so received it from back under the basket and then drove right back into that spot.
Foul called in transition on Sticker. Jaguars have it with 20.3 left. Ostensibly the last possession of the opening quarter. Howard with the ball, guarded by Blackstock. Floater is up. It is no good. Sticker has it with 5. 4. Martin with 3. At midcourt. 2. The shot is up and off the mark. And we are 1/4 of the way through. 16-13 UNG. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
Back alongside Lee Glenn, Craig Corbin, the Nighthawk Sports Network team. Game number 1 of our doubleheader between North Georgia and Augusta, and a good one here. The Nighthawks led by as many as 7 at 14-7, 16-9, but Jaguars with a couple of defensive stops, a couple of buckets, and it's a 3-point game as we get set for quarter number 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe a little general disappointment in the final score of the quarter, but we got off to a really fast start, and at the end of the day, you've just got to win each segment, win each media segment, and then win each quarter, which we did.
Nighthawks have it. Lutz, nothing doing there, puts it up and gets the roll. I love the touch that Naya has on her shot.
Yeah, she doesn't get like flustered when her dribble is dead in the paint.
That one no good. Mass up the one-armed rebound. Goodness.
We've got to be careful, though. It looks like Kayla's the only one in there with like 3 Jaguars.
Right. 3-pointer no good. Rebound to Augusta. Jaguars have it, trailing 18-13, just underway in quarter number 2. Paul puts it up baseline, no good. Rebound to Massip. Kayla collecting rebounds on a regular basis. That, I think, her 5th.
I believe so, yeah.
Sticker to Massip. Kayla. Oh, what a move! The shot would not fall, though.
That's okay. She's going, she's committed to going and making an offensive play. That's better than a timid turnover.
Here. Whistle. And the infraction. It'll be Isabel Davenport checking in for Caroline Martin at the 8:29 mark here in quarter number 2. Nighthawks come up with it. Lutz to Earnhardt. Skip pass is too much for Davenport and a turnover. That was a tough one.
Going to play another possession of 1-3-1. Both or two of the 3 possessions that we've played in 1-3-1 have resulted in clean look threes from the Jaguars, missing on all 3. So we got to do just a little bit better job in our rotations.
Massip with her 6th rebound. 6 points, 6 boards thus far for Kayla. Takes the pass from Lutz, backs in, fakes, shoots and scores with the left hand.
Likes getting back to that right shoulder, and even though teams know that it's coming, if she's got good footwork, she's still going to get that shot off. 7th rebound.
Nighthawks in transition. Sticker, bounce pass. Earnhardt drives, shoots. Left it short, but fouled by Autumn Phillips. That was a wonderful transition for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, and it's good to see, right?
Yeah.
So for the first third of the season, you'd see us just kind of get that ball up the floor and then stop and divide our offensive possession in half. You would have the pressure breaking part of the possession, and then you would start all over trying to attack and break it down. Right now we're trying to break down in transition, and although maybe perhaps looks a little uncomfortable, it's resulting in free throws
Bingo.
here. So.
Forcing the issue. Earnhardt, that one a rare miss. Josie, a 96% shooter at the line. 21-13, your score, largest lead of the night. The bucket will go for Tamaya Alford. That's the first basket of the second quarter for the Jaguars. 7:07 left until the half. Davenport holding high out near midcourt, works to her left. The feed to Massip. Now Davenport with 9, back to Kayla. Drives, lost the handle and a turnover. Oh, and taken back by Davenport, and a jump ball is called. That was Malia Grace, number 32, the junior from Grayson, transfer from Alabama State. And Isabel just went right in there and said, I'll have some of that.
That's the grittiness that you need to win basketball games late in the year. And people will say, well, that's a nothing possession. It's still Augusta's ball, but it earns us
the arrow.
Once the ball goes in. Well, now the arrow is back to us. So now 6:45 to play. Should there be, it has the opportunity to earn us an extra possession.
Alford feeds Grace the ball. Turnaround jumper is good at point-blank range. 21-17. Davenport leaves it for Earnhardt. Josie does likewise for Lutz. Ball knocked away, intended for Sticker. Looks like Fahey and Martin back in. Davenport and Lutz will get a breather. So you have also Lizzie Campbell checking in.
That could be Kayla Massup's first break of the game.
I think
so
you're
far.
right. Fahey takes the inbound from Earnhardt. Now Sticker. 6:06 left until halftime. Campbell out to Martin. Right wing Sticker down low. Oh, goodness. Turnover.
You know, it's a bad turnover there, but it was probably not going to end well for us on that possession because I'm not sure there was any shot clock awareness on the catch. Even if that ball comes out, I don't think the passer or the receiver was aware that there was 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Isn't it curious how there are possessions that fall into that category?
Yeah, it's hard.
Dry, the shot blocked, and it will stay Jaguar ball. 5:40 left, second quarter, 21-17. Nighthawks on top, Jaguars with the ball. The lob comes in to Fullwood. Over it goes to Howard, and a whistle. That is the first on Fahey, and will send Howard to the line. 75% on the season. The senior from McDonough misses the first. Gets the second. 3-point ball game. Fahey calls the play. Goodness gracious. Malia Grace just put Josie Earnhardt on her backside.
Shots.
She did not have the ball. She was just standing her ground, setting a pick, and she got plastered. Fahey's got to hurry. Just does get it into Campbell. Shot clock at 15. Sticker at the foul line, puts it up, no good. Her own rebound, tried to shoot on the rebound, left it short, but a foul on the play.
I think they're also, no, the foul's not on the shot. The foul is on
the blockout?
Lizzie Campbell getting blocked out. So going to be baseline out for us, where we have been really good, except for that last one, a little bit timid on the inbound action on the trigger.
Inbound comes to Martin. 5:05 left until the half. Caroline gets the shot away in classic Caroline Martin fashion, drawing contact
through contact.
It's
right?
amazing.
It doesn't. She could be I wonder if she were a boxer. She wouldn't. She doesn't weather shots.
She does not fear any defender. And that's something that is rare.
Oh, no doubt.
Puts it in at the line. You know, and you don't throw the term fearless around loosely, but she is a fearless player.
No doubt about that.
Got them both. It's 23-18.
We're going to play another possession of zone here.
Halfway through quarter number 2. Phillips to the right side, 17-footer is short. Sticker the rebound. Knocked away. It's going to be North Georgia ball. Tamaya Alford got a hand on it. Got a timeout on the floor. 4:47 to go. It's 23-18. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
With 6 locations across Northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
It's North Georgia basketball. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Nighthawks on top by 5. 4:47 to play here until halftime. Fahey controls out near midcourt, looks to her left. Bounce pass to Martin, sees daylight, drives, shoots, blocked.
That's a fair block there by Augusta. Got to respect that. The fact that not necessarily just an easy free throw attempt there.
Right.
I like that.
It'll be Fahey to trigger the play underneath the goal. Oh, and throws it away. Oh, it's saved. Goodness gracious. Kaylee able to save it to Lutz. The floater off the glass. I would not have given much of a chance for success on that.
Yeah, we're lucky because we could have gone into backcourt to grab it.
And a turnover. It's a 2-on-2. Lutz Martin now gives it to Campbell. Throws it up. She was not expecting that pass.
Yeah, that's fair. She's grinning. Naya says, my bad. Put you in a bad spot.
Well,
there.
I think Naya wound up with no one else to pass it to.
Yeah.
Nighthawks maintain possession. This equals their, I beg your pardon, they led by 8, so If a bucket here would give them their largest lead of the night. Sticker at the foul line. We're just inside 4 minutes to go. Second quarter. The hesitation move by Martin gave her just enough room.
Augusta defensively did a good job of fanning out her first dribble penetration, but that's kind of a little twist that Carolina's put into her game. She looks like she's, okay, I've conceded that drive, and then she plants her right foot in the ground and goes right back at it again. I think the next thing that you probably want to see her do is when she goes to her right hand like that, to play a little bit off two, similar to what Nia Lutz does. Right? When she goes, she almost jump stops. And then if the defense doesn't fly by, then you're under control to be able to pass that out to other teammates.
2 foul shots from Martin give the Nighthawks their largest lead of the night at 9. And that's going to be a jump ball. How about that defense by Carly Fahey?
Stuck her nose in there and already back to Augusta's possession. So that means that Isabel Davenport's forced jump ball had won us one extra possession.
3:47 to go until the half. Drive in traffic. Shot blocked by Massip. Nighthawks have it up ahead of the pack. The bounce pass. Lutz. It's good, and the foul. That is a highlight play. Yes, sir.
Look at the raw motion coming out of him. A little bit of circus and a little bit of just toughness of I'm going to go up at the rim, finish offhanded through traffic. Love to see that from the ladies.
I think everyone assumed that Kaylee Sticker was going to take it in for the layup herself, but a backdoor backward bounce pass to Lutz for the shot and the three-point play the old-fashioned way. How about that? And don't look now, but a 9-0 run by the Nighthawks have given them a 12-point lead.
Carly got her another jump ball. Sticks. She is not afraid to stick her nose in there and create a 50-50.
I love it.
2 out of the last 3 possessions she's done that, and now won us an extra offensive possession.
But a turnover on the inbound gives it right back to Augusta. 3:17 to go, second quarter. Off-balance shot in the lane, good, and 1. That was a tough chance for Autumn Phillips.
That's an unfortunate series of events right there. We get a turnover, turn it over, and one play. And one plays are always just big energy givers or takers.
Earnhardt sets to check in. Phillips at the line, 77% on the season, gets that one to go and completes her three-point play. Earnhardt in. Bounce pass to Lutz. Nice passing to get the ball up court.
Always. Good against
and
the
3
is the diagonal pass.
Like clockwork, 33-21, inside 3 minutes to go here until half. Drive off balance and a charge. And Earnhardt really took a shot, but gamely gets up.
Not one breathing soul in this building questions that young lady's toughness.
Nope. And she is still trying to shake the cobwebs.
I think she took a knee to the gut, knee to the rib cage.
And a well-timed opportunity to mop up underneath the goal.
That's like the old umpire in a baseball game. Catcher kind of getting nicked. I'm going to walk this ball out to the pitcher, or vice versa. Umpire getting hit. Just take a minute right there, and that's a good job by our mop crew.
Bounce pass intended for Massip out of bounds. It'll stay North Georgia ball. Yeah, that was the perfect time to sweep off home plate. Martin feeds Massip. And that's going to be a charge on Kayla.
It's okay.
She got her money's worth.
That's exactly right. It's okay in the sense that it is an aggressive offensive play.
Yep.
Turnover.
Yep.
Always going to be just a turnover in the books, but it's better than a passive turnover.
Howard drives, and a foul given. It's going to be the second on Kayla in about 10 seconds.
Yep. Luckily, she had none when the first one happened. So.
Foul shot up and good for Kiara Howard, averaging nearly 9 points a game on the season. Second one woefully short. Rebound Lutz. Naya drives, now waits on everybody. 33-22. Campbell!
Wonderful pass from Caroline Martin there. Not only threw it to Lizzie's available hand, but also opposite of where the defender was going to come from, allowing Lizzie to get the space to get the shot up.
From the elbow right side, give the bucket to Tamaya Alford, and it's 35-24. Nighthawks on top by 11 inside 2 minutes here in the second. Martin works to the left, leaves for Lutz. Naya to Earnhardt. Caroline launches a three, a little bit too much. .90 seconds till the half. Three-pointer is up and good. And give the bucket there to Yamani Paul.
Paul with the trail three. Always a very hard action to guard when a big post player can make a three in transition.
Sticker open for three, no good. Rebound and a foul inside on the Jaguars.
You know what? We haven't seen a catch and shoot three from Josie Earnhardt since the first possession of the game.
Yep, that's how much they respect her.
Yeah.
Martin. 36-27. And she'll have one more. Caroline now with 9 on the night. 10-point ball game in favor of the Nighthawks. Inside open, and a foul on Lutz is going to send Jennings to the line.
Every time we stay in a defense for an extended period, Augusta, a well-organized team, finds the angle to break us down on off the dribble. And right there, that was just strictly a dribble penetration and then a back out and then a re-dribble penetration. Hit the cutter, which was going to be a layup, but it just broke our defense down off the bounce. Need to do a better job of keeping that driver in front of us and forcing them to beat us with their left hand. And then also, obviously, keeping them off the offensive glass on missed free throws.
Goodness gracious. 37-30. That wound up being a reverse three-point play. The foul shot, then a bucket. Lutz drives, shoots, and scores.
All right, here we go. We're going to stay in our 1-3-1 extend.
30 seconds left. 5 seconds difference with the shot clock. Nighthawks can take the last one. Lutz, it's a 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Earnhardt. Shot is up. It is no good. But a travel prior to that would have wiped it away anyhow.
Caught us in an Josie's catch was just in an odd spot. She wanted to try to get back behind the three-point line.
Yeah.
High IQ play there. knowing that long twos are no good. Unfortunate, but I like the fact that we press there, keep our foot on the gas offensively.
The Jags can take the last shot of the first half. It's up and good. And the Nighthawks will not have a chance to answer. 39-32, North Georgia up by 7. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Leadership is fueled by vision and passion. Leadership is service with empathy, creativity, and integrity. Leadership is seeking continuous improvement for yourself and your community. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders. Today, UNG is a leading regional university that serves students across 5 campuses and online, with educational pathways ranging from associate degrees to doctoral programs. And as one of only 6 senior military colleges in the nation, UNG holds designations as a state leadership institution and as the Military College of Georgia. UNG's national reputation and student profile are growing stronger each year, and we remain focused on student success and academic excellence at all levels. Across UNG, our incredible faculty and staff are scholars and mentors who inspire service, inquiry, and creativity. And resume-building experiences help each student fulfill their potential. We know the value of determination and teamwork in and out of the classroom, and this spirit pushes our students to excel on the field, serve our communities, and explore the world. When the day is done, the real measure of our success lies in who our graduates become. Outstanding leaders for a diverse and global society. The University of North Georgia.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
When I reflect back to what the University of North Georgia brought to me, how it prepared me for my career, that leads me to give back.
Our donors have had an incredible impact on the University of North Georgia.
A friend of mine called and told me about the Eagle Fund, and having an opportunity to see the Corps of Cadets, it just brought things alive to me, and I felt like I needed to get involved.
One of my favorite things to do as a dean is working with donors, helping people find what they're passionate for and how that fits with what we're doing in the college. And I have found out that when you do that, it's really a win-win for everyone.
There aren't many institutions that can claim to have 150 years under their belt. The history is absolutely phenomenal. To look at all the different names we've had, to look at now 5 campuses, and yet each campus has their own traditions, their own climate, their own culture, and to be able to merge those together into one, which has done tremendous things for economic development for our entire region.
We are preparing that workforce. We know that many of them want to stay in the area, and we know that by providing talent for the area, we are making a difference.
Not only do we benefit from a healthcare standpoint, but our entire community benefits as the graduates that are coming from UNG are contributing to this very vibrant, growing region.
When you have a community that embraces the university and the university embraces the community, there's so much magic that happens. And we've got to instill to the local community that we're here for them and that we want them to be here for our students.
When donors get engaged, it really elevates the university. I think about the Cottrells. These are individuals who feel passionate about the things they give to.
I have witnessed over my many years our donors who get involved with our students directly impact them from sage advice to direct financial support The role of our donors has really been phenomenal, and it is critically important to our future.
The donors like the Cottrells and hundreds more have done so much to preserve the integrity, the quality, and the future of this great institution.
Congratulations on 150 years.
It's absolutely wonderful, and we should be very, very proud of our institution and what it stands for.
Our donors are that bedrock of excellence from which we build.
To me, the scholarships are enduring. They're going to be here from here on out.
As we look back on donors over our 150-year history, their impact will be felt for the next 150 years.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
Celebrating 150 years and having a sesquicentennial is not something that many institutions can claim. It's a time for us to reflect on our history, but to also project on what more can we do to help students make sure they're successful and they graduate.
We all know how important education is to one's life because it determines what kind of career you can have.
Scholarships make all the difference.
College has always been, something that we were worried about, but because of the scholarship, I'm able to play the sport I love and not worry about financials.
Scholarships to me have helped so much in my experience here.
It's definitely done wonders for me, set me up for success.
We recruit strong students, and it's our job to make them better prepared for their next step in their education and their careers.
When the water rises, all ships rise. That's what happens when more and more people can get higher education, then go on to succeed and become responsible citizens.
It relieves a lot of pressure.
It is a stress reliever for when you're taking difficult classes, and that's what really got me through this semester, I would say.
Scholarships have helped take the burden of paying for college and help me out with getting certifications for cyber. If you had to work your entire college career, I don't think you would have ever gotten the college experience I've gotten.
Scholarships are really critical. The importance of it is that you will provide opportunities for more people to go to college and to finish college because so many of these students do not have the wherewithal to go to college.
It would be very hard for me to get an education and play the sport I love without the scholarship.
If you don't have those scholarships, you see students not returning because they can't come up with $300. The stories can be heartbreaking.
If I didn't receive scholarships, my college experience would not be anything what it is today.
If I didn't have scholarships, I would have to pick up a full-time. And because of that, I wouldn't probably be able to experience the clubs or the organizations I've been a part of.
Thank you so very much to all of those who have supported the university, sometimes monetarily, but also with their service, with their dedication, with their advice. It's all greatly appreciated and very much needed.
If I could say anything to the donors, it would just be thank you. You've taken a huge weight off my shoulders, allowing me to get the full experience of college and put my passions first.
I'm very thankful for the scholarship. It's been a great experience, and I've learned a lot of lessons also.
I have a good time here.
The memories that I've had, it's going to last me a lifetime. I cannot believe I'm leaving here. Not ready for it.
Absolutely love this place. I definitely would not be the man I am without it. I'm excited to come back as an alumni and hopefully one day be in the financial position to do the exact same thing these scholarship donors are doing.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
The mountains are open.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
A great first half from North Georgia in this matchup with Augusta. And the Nighthawks leading 39-32 alongside Lee Glenn. Craig Corbin, along with the Nighthawk Sports Network team here in Dahlonega, midway through this Peach Belt Conference battle. And I use that term, I think, quite literally because the effort on both sides of the ball tonight would lend itself that way.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to how good Augusta is and how much improved they are. Yeah. That we came out to a really fast start, and then they didn't just back down and responded by just chipping away. Haven't made a ton of threes, but just keep going inside the perimeter and getting tough twos, getting to the free throw line, getting some offensive rebounds. So we talk about this a lot, you and I, Craig, about how this is the favorite kind of basketball to watch.
Right.
Because nothing comes easy.
Yeah.
You get nothing easy in February. Everything is earned. You don't get layups. You've got to shoot free throws. You don't get teams with the little quirky sets because they don't know what's coming.
Right.
Everybody knows what action you're trying to get to and has done a really good job for the most part of taking that away. So February basketball, tournament basketball is a little bit different because teams are playing for their livelihood. You lose and you go home. Right here where it's just the dead of winter, spring hasn't come out yet, basketball is hard. That's when the true work that you do in October, November, and December shows its head.
And it is paying off. And one of the things that you noted in the first two quarters of this ball game, how many times the Nighthawks were able to tie up or take the ball away from the Jaguars.
Yeah, and that takes, there's a skill to that. You know, you've got to be able to reach in, not get a foul, and kind of protect yourself because that's really, you're subject to a reaching foul. And just elbows and arms moving, but whatever you can do to create one or two extra possessions for your team. Look, if your team is scoring at 50% for the night, if you go in and just create two extra possessions, that is, regardless of making shots or not, that's 2 points that you've earned.
Right.
And that could be the difference as it comes here down to the final few possessions of what is the Peach Belt Conference regular season.
One of the big reasons that the Nighthawks got out of the blocks well tonight, the early play of Kayla Massif, a terror on the boards.
Yeah, she is just laser focused. Went through a spell there where she started great at the beginning of the year and then kind of as one of our few back to the basket posts was just wearing a lot of responsibility. And to be candid with you, Craig, she has responded with flying colors here late. Has really just understood where her ceiling is and is going to play absolutely to the top of that ceiling. Does that mean a turnover or two? Possibly. Does that mean a missed shot or two? Maybe. But just the fact of the high level of intentional effort she plays with, you take it. And has done, you even seen her tonight branch out into a new spot where there were times where post feeds to her just were immediately, I want the ball out, I just want to get rid of it. There's been a couple instances tonight where the ball coming out was not an option.
Right.
On catch, she was going to go pound, shoulder fake, pound, shot.
Yep.
And has scored on 2 or 3 of those.
Absolutely. And we are just about ready for the third quarter. It'll be Jaguar ball, and the third quarter is underway. Glad you've joined us here tonight from the Convocation Center, Augusta and North Georgia. Shot in the lane is up, bounding high and through. Give the early goal there to Autumn Phillips, and it's 39-34. Drive by Martin to Lutz in the corner. Out to Sticker, fakes. Now kicks to Martin. Caroline sees daylight, would not go. A nice idea, but it just didn't drop.
That was a good clean drive.
It's going to be tipped last by the Nighthawks and stay Augusta ball.
No argument from Josie Earnhardt there.
Lob comes into Alford, the junior from Barnesville, Georgia. Look at that.
Affecting the play.
There you go. Martin between the circles. Backs up and calls the play. Kayla drives, shoots, has that blocked by Kennedy Manning. You know, Manning coming in, I anticipated that she would be playing a bigger role than she has tonight.
Well, I think some of that is a credit to Kayla Massup's desire to have an impact on the game defensively.
Shot clock at 4. Caroline Martin drives, shoots. And that will be Augusta ball. Just underway here in quarter number 3. An important game, the penultimate regular season contest. Alford missing the little short-range jumper, but getting the loose ball. That one would not fall for Phillips. Bodies flying, a foul called. I was going to say it would not fall for Autumn. Probably should have.
I like it. I like the play on words.
Sticker to Martin. Earnhardt drives, kicks to Sticker. Three-pointer is a little strong.
Got to find Josie Earnhardt a catch and shoot 3.
Off-balance shot. And a whistle from out of nowhere. And boy, the Nighthawk faithful and Coach Burson none too pleased about it.
Did a good job there of offensively avoiding the charge. So she kind of stepped around Josie, who had stepped up defensively to change her path of penetration. Offensively, Augusta did a good job of playing around it. Just thought that it was just some incidental contact as she's passing. Regardless, I can respect that whistle. And what I would do on the next offensive possession is the first time a driver touches it, I'm going at the rim.
Little stoppage of play here to mop up some perspiration. Alford at the line, 77% on the year. Their leading scorer at 13.3 points a game. The transfer from Morehead State. That one up and good. A 4-point game. And the second one no good. Rebound to Martin. Caroline to the right side, back to Sticker. The feed to Massip. Shot clock now at 10, and Naya loses the ball out of bounds.
We've had Caroline Martin with a driving layup with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and then one good drive early in the possession where we missed a layup. Other than that, hasn't had much of an offensive look here in the first almost 3 minutes of the third quarter.
The feed and stolen by Massip. What anticipation. 7:07 to go in the third. Martin calls the play. And Naya just inadvertently, I think, pushed off a bit. And that will be a foul and a turnover.
Good job by Augusta defensively. So we've shown the dribble weave action here up top. That on the third exchange comes into a ball screen. They did a good job of denying the final handoff, forcing Naya to turn the corner and just attack. So that's an unscripted attack. And then just when the arm flies up like that defensively, just to kind of let your body go is a good sign of basketball IQ there.
That's the third on Naya. She goes to the bench. Manning zips it over to Phillips. Three-pointer is off the mark and out of bounds to North Georgia. The Nighthawks have not trailed in this ball game.
Need a basket.
.6:27 to go in the third. Fahey takes the inbound. Shot clock at 8. Martin drives, shot, good.
What was different about that dribble penetration, Craig? Played off 2 feet.
Yep.
Nice adjustment from Coach Burston and her staff there, encouraging her to a little bit more control on the drive there. And had she not had the layup, she would have been able to pass out.
Massip the rebound, draws a foul from Autumn Phillips, and that is the third on Phillips. Kayla Massip, by the way, 1 rebound and 2 points away from a double-double.
Got a feeling she'll find that.
Yep. Martin drives, shoots, no good. Rebound to Phillips. Caroline slow getting up. In traffic, give the bucket to Alford. 41-37. Fahey stops, back to Sticker. Feed to Massa. Kayla out of Fayette. And a violation there. We'll turn it over. 5:05 remaining here in the third. Only one bucket so far for the Nighthawks in the third. Shot wouldn't go. Tip. Offensive rebound to Alford. And that, if it's on Kayla, would be her third. Timeout on the floor. 4:48 to go in the third quarter. It's UNG by 4. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
The momentum from the first half has been hard to find for UNG thus far in the third quarter. Only one field goal in the first 5 minutes and change. It's 41-37. And Alford will go to the line yet again. Tamaya settles in. Rattles that one home, 41-38. And it is a 2-point ball game. 7-2 run by Augusta to start the third quarter. Caroline with 15 on the shot clock. Sticker to Fahey, now with 8. 7, 6, Fahey to Martin. Three-pointer off the mark, and that's a foul on Autumn Phillips, her third.
Really fortunate for North Georgia there to be able to get 3 free throws out of a very disjointed possession.
There really were no good looks at all. Earnhardt will check out. Martin to the line for 3. The first rims out. Second one coming now. And gets the roll. Carolina, a very steady performer at the line, 74%.
Yeah. Kind of a simple motion. Well-schooled shooter.
And 2 out of 3 for Martin, and it's 43-39. Phillips to Florence to Howard. Skip pass over. Off balance shot, no good. Battle, that'll be a foul. Goodness gracious. I'm afraid this is going to go against North Georgia, and I'm hard pressed to see how.
That'll be her 4th, too.
The Augusta player goes flying over the top, and Coach Burson wants to know how on earth that is a North Georgia foul. .404 left in the third, a 4-point ball game. Shot blocked by Martin. And it's going to be a jump ball and North Georgia possession. Caroline, although that was a really committed drive from Alford right there, just strong right hand. You could tell she was confident going there. Caroline Martin was going to have nothing to do with it, blocked the shot, and then created a loose ball and 50-50 ball possession arrow to North Georgia. .357 left here in quarter number 3. Sticker up to Martin, gets it across the half-court stripe. Come on, Josie, find some space for us. Martin launches a 3, it's short, and a rebound to Augusta. The offense has been in short supply for North Georgia here in the third. Move by Manning, a good move and a bucket. That's a big-time post move there. And it's a one-possession game, 43-41. 3:09 to go in the third. The feed to Massop. Now back to Martin, drives underneath, wraparound layup. Timeout taken by Coach Burson, stops the clock with 2:50 to go here in the third, and it will become an official timeout. Your score, 45-41, North Georgia leading Augusta. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
I need to try it first.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you could buy your next vehicle without going to the dealership? Now you can with Beaver Direct. It's fast and really simple. Log into beavertoyotacoming.com, click on Beaver Direct, quietly shop from hundreds of vehicles, obtain a credit approval and trade appraisal in minutes.
Both teams breaking their respective huddles. Back on the floor. It will be Jaguar ball, down 4. 2:50 to play here in the third. Senior night in Dahlonega. Nighthawks trying to pick up a big win over a very good and talented Augusta team. The drive, the off-balance shot will go for Phillips. 45-43. Sticker. And now Martin. Shot clock at 9. Caroline works the right side, loses the handle out of bounds, and a turnover. Ball knocked free. Alford gets it though. Now Phillips, good. And we're tied at 45. That's the first time tonight since the opening tip we've been tied. Earnhardt for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Now Augusta looking for their first lead of the ball game.
Got to tip your hat to Augusta for staying the course here. Have definitely disrupted us offensively.
Alford through traffic, no good. Ball tipped Manning up, no good, and a foul. Oh, and that is the
Michaela's
fourth on Kayla Massa. That hurts. So Daisha Cannon comes in. And Ava Hunter, her first appearance of the night. Kennedy Manning to the line. 70% on the season. She'll have 2. And that's the first lead of the night for Augusta. Second one coming for the senior out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, and it is good. Blackstock works to the right side. Now Cannon feeds Hunter, backs in, might have gotten away with a walk. Nope. Didn't get away with it.
She did not. But had done a good job of establishing her position a little bit closer to the charge arc.
Yep. 1:01 left here in the third. That foul will go against Earnhardt. Her second. And sends Phillips back to the line. Where the Jaguars have spent more time tonight than have the Nighthawks.
And definitely cashed in.
Macy Gregg coming in for Ava Hunter. Phillips gets the first.
Nice looking shot. Simple mechanics from Phillips there.
Jaguars have outscored North Georgia in the third, 16-6. Make it 17. And the score is 49-45, Augusta. Contact and a steal at midcourt. Drive, shot, bucket. Give it to Kiera Howard, 51-45. An onslaught by the Jaguars here in the third. Cannon through traffic and a foul. Alford checks back in for the Jaguars. Fullwood checks out. Macy Gregg with the ball. Lobs it to Caroline. Works in the lane. The kick. Blackwood three in the corner. No good. And the lid stays on the bucket for the Nighthawks. Shot clock is off. Augusta has made hay here in the third quarter.
Blue collar style too. Free throw line and a really good effort defensively.
And that'll be a foul against Augusta, and that will be on Yamani Paul. And will give North Georgia 5.8 seconds with which to get away a shot. Inbound to Macy. 5, 4 to Naya. Shot off balance is good.
That's a great substitution there because Nia Lutz has 4 fouls. Substituted her in just for the offensive possession there, and a great heads-up play by Macy Gregg on the find.
It's 51-47 Augusta. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
And back we are courtside. Lee Glenn, Craig Corbin, the Nighthawk Sports Network team. Augusta doing a number on North Georgia in the third quarter. The Nighthawks with only 8 points. Meanwhile, 19 for the Jaguars.
That was a good quarter defensively for Augusta. Took all of the rhythm that we had out. Took better shots. Didn't turn the ball over. Didn't give us any transition offense.
Turnover on the opening possession of the fourth. See if the Nighthawks can get their offense going here in the fourth stanza. Fahey works on Alford. Lutz away to Martin. Niall lost the handle and taken away. Phillips. Long shot from Florence would not go into the hands of Lutz. It's a 2-on-2. Lutz will drive, stop, and that's going to be a blocking foul, but saves the Nighthawks.
Had that gone the other way, that would have been disqualification.
Yep.
But you got to play her because I think right now offensively she has got a confidence that some of the other Nighthawks don't have.
A confidence that Moore will need down the stretch.
Yeah, we're going to have to make some shots. What we need is a made three or a little defensive stop that gives us some transition.
Livy in traffic left that one just shy. Manning kicks it out. Phillips works on Lutz, off balance, and it's no good. Loose ball, and Fahey comes out of there with it. Quick pass up to Lutz. Feed Sticker for three, left side, no good. Boy, the shots will just not go.
I classify that, Craig, however, as a quality shot. So I think that's a shot that we make at a good percentage.
Right.
So at least it was an easier looking offense.
Give you that. Feed down to Manning, and that's a charge. She just put a shoulder into Kaylee Sticker and put Sticker on the floor. .8:11 to go in the ball game. Augusta by 4. And a foul by Alford. Martin works the left side. Lutz for three, in and out, no good. Still a 4-point ball game. Augusta on top with possession. And a turnover. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Kayla Massa back in the ball game. Perhaps she can be the spark plug down the stretch.
We've got 2 players in the game with 4 fouls.
Lutz is one, and she just hit that one. First bucket in the fourth quarter for either team. 51-49, Augusta by 2 with the ball. Manning, no good. North Georgia for the tie. Oh, and Kayla lost the handle out of bounds. Was turning as she tried to receive the pass.
Put her in a tough spot there. Was not really on balance, but I'm okay with the fact that we get us a defensive stop and get going in transition.
A lot of time left. 6:43 and counting. Phillips guarded by Blackstock. Way to Florence. Lawrence lost the handle. Nighthawks have it. Caroline Martin. 6:16 to go. 2-point ball game. Augusta for the lead would not go.
Something to be said, though, for the confidence to take that shot, though. Off the dribble, left-handed. It's a step-back situation, so
just a little short. 5:55 left. And that ball is going to be over to North Georgia. What an effort by Kayla Massip. Livy will bring it across the half-court stripe, guarded loosely by Alford. Lutz. Away to Earnhardt. Nice move by Caroline, and that's a foul on Phillips. Her fourth. And more importantly, sends Caroline to the line. Fahey in for Earnhardt. First one good. One more for the tie. Her 17th point of the night does just that.
You couldn't ask for anything else, Craig. We got 5 minutes to go. We'll have a media timeout here momentarily. But generally speaking, this basketball game is going to be reset into a single media timeout. Conference basketball in late February. Who's going to win that small segment?
Who wants it more? Drive by Phillips in traffic, off balance, no good. Rebound Massip. She now has 10 boards on the night. Cross-court pass to Blackstock. Lutz in the corner. Approaching 5 minutes to go. Tied at 51. Fahey, top of the key, works to the right. Back to Lutz. 14 on the clock. Martin with 8. 7. Now leaves for Lutz with 4. 3. Off balance. What a shot! Nia Lutz! And the Nighthawks lead.
Second time she's driven to the left side of the floor and used her right hand to finish. That's just crafty offensive play.
What a shot! 53-51. Alford tries to get it to Manning. No good. Gets it back. No foul here. Oh, and a timeout.
That's okay. Immediate timeout.
Taken.
Yep.
Clock stop. 4:21 to go. UNG 53, Augusta 51. North Georgia basketball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
A staple in downtown Dahlonega, the Smith House Country Store, Restaurant, and Hotel offers various types of accommodations for visitors and has been serving family-style country cooking since 1922, just off the historic Dahlonega Square. Amicalola Propane is locally owned and operated and provides propane sales, service, and repair to farms, homes, and businesses. Amicalola Propane is dedicated to making customers' lives more comfortable, and their knowledgeable staff will help with both residential and commercial propane needs. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
North Georgia with the only scoring thus far in the fourth quarter. Leads at 53-51. 4:21 to go in this matchup. Florence inbounds it to Phillips. Autumn looks to the left side, guarded by Blackstock. Now back to the foul line. Shot clock at 2. Alford shoots. No good. Rebound Sticker. Ball knocked free. Battle. Jump ball, and it will. A little testy there.
Did the initial, our ball anyway, but did the initial shot hit the rim?
I don't know that it did. That should have been a shot clock violation.
That's okay.
Now that does give, that loses you that possession.
Yeah. And in a game like this could come down to something that
is a
minor.
Great point. Martin up to Blackstock, 4 minutes to go. 53-51, North Georgia. Massip away to Sticker. Thought about it. Now drives over to Martin. Now with 9. Sticker with 6. 5. The floater, no good. Massip got a hand on it. Ball knocked free. Here comes Alford. It's a 2-on-2. Alford turns, shoots, and a travel. Trying to do just a little too much by herself.
Good job of retreating in defense there. Defensive transition, getting back and setting our feet in the paint, and then just using our chest. Anytime in defensive transition, when your hands go down, that's probably going to be a foul.
Right.
We did a good job of working back to the paint and then squaring up. How about it?
Earnhardt for 3, and a timeout on the floor. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. We've been waiting for the second of those tonight.
Holy mess.
What a time for that.
3 minutes, so that's 17, 27, plus 9, 36 minutes apart.
North Georgia has scored 9 points here in the fourth quarter. They have yet to give up a single point to Augusta in 6 minutes and 38 seconds.
It's a battle of 2 defensive quarters, one by each team.
Yep.
But absolutely, Craig, this game is coming down to the final few possessions here.
Yeah.
You just kind of feel it. It's been a well-organized game. Nobody's played bad. Teams have played well in spurts,
yep.
But this will not be an easy final couple of minutes.
Augusta with the ball, trailing by 5, off balance. Oh, if that's on Kayla, she's gone. That's a tough one. Cannon comes on to replace Massip. Inbound comes to Alford, guarded by Martin. Now Phillips, checked by Lutz. And a travel. That was not only the hop and the skip, but the jump as well. 3:03 to go in the ball game. 5-point lead for North Georgia.
Goal this possession needs to be to get to the free throw line.
Yeah. Lutz works the right side. Nothing doing there. Back to her left. Stops. Now Cannon feeds Sticker all alone. The shot is up. No good. Gets it back. No good. Gets it back. No good. Out of bounds to Augusta. Stolen by Sticker. Behind the back dribble. It's a 2-on-2. Sticker drives, shoots, and scores.
That's a great make-up to the play where she missed a couple bunnies on the last one.
Yep.
Was really frustrated. Did a good job of not fouling and then turning and making an impact on the play defensively.
The first bucket of the fourth quarter coming at the 2:10 mark left in the game for Augusta. 58-53. Inside, blocked. It'll stay North Georgia ball. I think that's what you just talked about a moment ago. Probably should have happened
Played off one leg there.
And a takeaway. A minute 45 to go. 58-53.
I was making some notes, Craig. Was that a turnover or a block shot?
That, I think, was a turnover.
Okay.
Drive, the shot by Florence, no good. Whistle. Stops the clock with a minute 33 to go. Second personal on Caroline. Florence to the charity stripe, 70% on the season. Missed that one. That's a big miss. Four-point ball game. 90 seconds left.
Got to get to the free throw line.
Martin to Cannon. Cannon drives, stops, and a turnover sends it the other way.
Those are those turnovers, though, that we talk about. Turnovers are bad, especially in a situation that as pressurized this situation is right now. But that is an aggressive turnover.
Absolutely.
She's made a decision to try to go get offense at the rim, and I've seen in that situation us hold it above our head and just give it away.
Yep.
And that was at least not the case there. So a little bit of a silver lining.
Whistle prior to the shot. It's going to be on Fahey. And Earnhardt checks back in. Fahey checks out. Offense for defense. Inbound comes to Alford. Drives, throws it up, blocked. And she'll go to the line for two. Thought it might have been a clean block.
Must have been push out with the body. Going to be two shots here. North Georgia, regardless of the result of the free throws, will have a possession lead at least.
Right.
And the basketball. Wouldn't be surprised if at some point, if there's any sort of stress in the backcourt or maybe even earlier, Coach Burson potentially using one of her 2 remaining timeouts for a sideline advance where we've been really good, but 65 seconds may be a little too early to burn that, and you might need those. So probably going to just see how comfortable we are on the initial catch.
Alford settles in. Up and good.
She's a player.
Alford on the night, now with 12 points, 7 boards. That is right at her season's average now, 58-56. Lutz with the ball, drives in the lane, off balance, and a foul will send her to the line. .58 ticks left.
That's her 5th.
Naya? Yes. 59-56, 58 seconds left.
Augusta has 3 timeouts. We're trying to see if they use.
Well, they're going to give the timeout.
One of them for a timeout.
They're going to give a timeout to Augusta, I do believe.
Had to be a player called timeout because the coach is like, I didn't call that.
Now, what was interesting, go ahead.
I think I saw a foul there on North Georgia.
I agree. And I thought that's what the call was going to be, because Sticker had been able to get a hand on the ball over the top cleanly, but the pursuit of the ball I thought was going to be a foul on her.
I agree wholeheartedly. One of those frustrations. I'm almost there. I got it.
Yep.
But Augusta's coach had the grease board out early during the timeouts and was talking to their player on the sideline. And so I thought a timeout might be forthcoming anyway. And we're also making an assumption that the player who is going down to the floor, albeit whether she was fouled or not, maybe have been calling the timeout for a safety.
Bingo.
To protect herself.
So that leaves both teams now with 2 timeouts. North Georgia on top by 3. Augusta with possession and with the arrow.
That arrow's been critical for us here.
Yeah.
Basically, there's no special defense. We're not defending just the 3. We're just knowing that they're probably going to run some action for sure, probably for Alford. So we've got to be ready to know where her strength is. Right hand, and then defensive rebound. Defensive rebound. No offensive rebounds here.
Ball knocked free, but it's a turnover on the sideline.
Nia Lutz forced that, just getting in the passing lane.
What a huge turnover. 59-56 with 54.3 seconds left. North Georgia the ball, facing full court pressure. Looking for their 10th Peach Belt win of the season. Sticker back to Fahey. Picks up her dribble. Now feeds Cannon. Dacia. Very confident with the ball. Bounce pass to Fahey. Shot clock at 12. Now Sticker with 6. 5. Fahey with 4. 3. The shot is up. No good. Put up by Lutz. What a huge bucket. And a timeout Augusta with 24.8. Right place, right time. The follow, it was a tough chance for Fahey. Bad angle. But Lutz saw the shot go up.
One of the best offensive rebounding guards is Nia Lutz.
Right.
Like, she's got such IQ that she understands where the ball is going and when to make a run at an offensive rebound. But she does a really good job for somebody that is really an average-sized guard.
And game-high honors, 22 points, 8 rebounds, none bigger than the one she just made. No 2 points bigger than the 2 she just put in.
Now we go into special defense. Now we defend the 3 and then be prepared to rebound and go to the free throw line.
Ball saved, but right to Martin. Caroline has it. Well, they got Sticker open. Foul called before the pass was away. Cannon will go to the line. Tasha very solid on the season. I said prior to that shot, 75%.
That means there's a good chance this one goes in.
I'm confident in Cannon.
Just don't foul the 3-point shooter.
Oop. The follow by Sticker, and instead of coming down with the ball, tried to put it back up, missed the shot. 5-point ball game. 3-pointer is no good. Caroline Martin has it. The Nighthawks are going to win it. What a ball game. What a ball game.
It's hard work.
Hard work indeed. They held Augusta to this many points. Wow. 5 points in the fourth quarter.
And that's a kind of a stark contrast to what happened to them offensively in the third quarter.
100%.
Yeah, so to be able to say, hey, look, if offense, February basketball, if nothing's going to come easy to us, we'll find a way to put on our blue-collar hard hat and win it defensively.
North Georgia improves to 18-8 overall, 10-7 in the Peach Belt Conference. Augusta falls to 17-10, 10-7 in the Peach Belt. A good start to this doubleheader. We'll take a break, and in about half an hour, we'll tee it up with the men. On behalf of Lee Glenn and everyone with the Nighthawk Sports Network team, Craig Corbin saying your final score in the women's contest, North Georgia defeating Augusta 61-56. Back with the men in half an hour.